Like a lamp, cause now I'm back with the camp. I'm crawling similar to an ant, cause I'm low to the earth. People's feelings get hurt when they figure out what I'm worth. I got 84s poking out at the club, I'm showing out. I'm a player, ain't no doubt. Hoes wanna know what I'm about. Biggest diamonds off in my mouth, princess cuts all in my chain. Wood grain all in my range, dripping stains when I switch lanes. Switch the name, it's still the same. Switch a house or switch a blast. Mike Jones, he running the game and magnificent by this cash. Michael Watts, he made me hot. Hard work took me to the top. Cheat ass took me to the lot. He wrote a check and bought a drop. I got the internet going nuts, but T-Ferris got my back, so now I'm holding my nuts. It's Pow Wow, baby. What you know about me? I'm on that 5-9 South Lee, baby. Holla at me.
Hey, all right. What's up, my good people? I said, it's your boy Marcus Watson, man. Welcome to Good Music Mondays. We here. We got a good vibe for y'all. I'm here to just to bring some good peace and some good vibes to the people. Looks like I got a little shadow. My fault, team. Y'all thought I wasn't gonna make it today, huh? But I'm here. What's up, baby? Look, first of all, shout out to Los Angeles Sparks, man. They're doing their thing right now. Shout out to Courtney Watson, the trainer of them. She's amazing. And yeah, man, shout out to all my good people. We here, all right? So, like I say, this is Good Music Monday. We here, man. I hope everyone had a great weekend. I'm just here to bring the people good vibes and some good energy and some insight on a lot of good people. We're gonna get straight to it. Today, I got a special guest that I'm gonna ask a few questions and let you all just get to know my man a little bit better. And if you're in, like I say, if you're in traffic, if you're at home, just chilling, put your earphones on, vibe out for about 45 minutes with your boy, man. We here, all right? Peace, love, respect. Look, this guy right here I'm gonna bring on he's a businessman, an entrepreneur. He's a staple in the city of Houston, a staple in the state of Texas, a staple in this land, period. And he's a family man. He's a Grammy-nominated artist. Let's just bring him in. The People's Champ, none other than my brother from another, Paul. What we got? Let me see if we got him.
What it do?
There he go. What it do, baby? What's happening? Paul? How you feeling, man?
Yes, sir. My boy.
That's my dog. That's my dog. You always show love. I'm going to start with this one first, man. Thank you for all. I'm going to say thank you for my little 5 followers in here. Thank you for putting on for the culture, for just being you, bro. Like, you really represent it in the right way always. No bad, negative drama around you. Shout out to you, Paul.
Hey, one love, baby. One love for sure, man. Yes, sir.
You've been solid from day one, King. But nah, hey, so how's quarantine been going for you and the family, bro?
Man, it's been a journey like everybody, you know what I mean? It's definitely like very different than anything else we experienced, but I ain't got nothing to compare it to except for other people, you know what I'm saying? So that being said, I mean, we've been blessed to, you know what I'm saying, have a savings to be able to be all right, you know what I'm saying? I of course I lost job opportunities just like my wife, but you know, God blessed us before this to be able to save us some money to where we at least taken care of, you know, so that being said, I'm more worried about my children and, you know, like mental health, stuff like that, than actual, like, you know what I'm saying, the other, like, the inconveniences of the quarantine, you know what I'm saying? Of course, it ain't like, you know, it's not like ideal. I'm not on the beach chilling, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just, you know, my house ain't foreclosed on. My car ain't get repoed, you know what I'm saying? I've been able to eat. So those things, I've been healthy. So those things is the most important, you know what I'm saying?
That's the most important, man. Shout out to Crystal. I ain't seen her in a minute, man. Tell her I said, what's up, bro? You know. Speaking of that, man, speaking of your wife, that's your wife, just in case they didn't know, that's his Paul Wall's wife. Speaking of that, bro, you did a song a long time ago called Girl.
Yeah.
Not even a long time ago, but you did a song called Girl. And I got to know, man, and the people want to know, was that about your wife, bro?
Yeah, it was, man. You know, I mean, I guess sexual type of hip hop, really not my my style that I normally typically do. I'm more like, you know, like the trap type of music or the parking lot car type of centric or smoking, but anything that's centered around sexuality, you know, thing like that, it's not really my cup of tea, so I steer away from it. This song is some my boy T Ferris, he my manager, he was A&R and all my music at the time. He came with the idea. Me and my wife, my girlfriend at the time, Crystal, we were going through a lot of just, you know, a couple of troubles, you know what I'm saying? Typical things, you know, that all couples go through. And he just was like, man, you need to make a song about this, man. You make a song because people gonna feel it. I was against it because I'm like, man, I don't want to make no lame song, corny song, talking about I love my girl. But he like, nah, man, people gonna feel it. He really convinced me in it. He actually took me to the club, man, one night. He got me lit. He got me wasted, talked me into doing it. We went to the studio, me, him, and my wife. She was passed out. I was damn near passed out. We stayed in there all night till like 8 in the morning, just getting it together, getting it right. Finally, we got it right. We went back, changed it a little bit, got it right. But it basically just is telling the story of what me and her were going through at the time of our, you know, at that time, that particular time. So I'm glad he convinced me to do it because I was definitely against it. You know what I'm saying?
Word. Nah, that's killer, bro. That's tight, man. That's tight right there, bro. That's great. Because what better to do than to make a song that's going to live forever, even when we're gone. You know what I mean? So salute to you, bro. That's tight, man. I shout out my people every once in a while. Shout out to Charlotte, who's in here. She's a nurse. So shout out to the nurses for real. Salute. I'm going to ask you a few questions, Paul. We're going to have some fun, man. So what's your thoughts, bro? This is a little more serious. What's your thoughts on, can you hear me, bro?
Yep.
All right. What's your thoughts on like the police crimes going on and the senseless crimes going on in the inner cities of America? I mean, of the America, period. You know, what's your thoughts on that, bro?
Man, it's always amazing to me when I hear people talk about things like this. They usually talk about it from their personal experiences. You know what I'm saying? And I definitely have my fair share of experiences dealing with this, negative and positive. And I've also, you know, I've had experiences highlighted by the fact of the race of myself or whoever was around me. You know, back in the earlier days when I was a little younger, I used to, you know, I'm very pale now, so I'm not getting mistaken no more. But when I was a lot younger, people used to always say, oh, he must be mixed, or he must be Hispanic or Mexican, or he just light skinned, or he a Frenchman from Louisiana. You know, when we get pulled over, there was all kind of excuses that I was something other than white. And then they would separate us and ask everybody, what's his race? What's his race? What's his race? You know, and then that's how you, whatever. Then then they let us go. Like, man, it always tripped me out. You know, I had other type of experiences as well, too. But, I mean, I'm just saying all of that to say that what's going on right now, man, I can't look at it from a personal lens, you know, because that's how some people are speaking on things of what they went through. It's not about what I went through, or, you know, it's what is going on that people are going through every single day, and people not looking at it from a selfless perspective. A lot of times it's from a selfish perspective. It's if they just follow the rules, it won't happen. Oh, well, why did they do this and why did they do that? And oh, well, he was, you know, just all the excuses you hear. But, you know, it's always from the outside perspective, man. And it's crazy to see what goes on in this country, or how it's a multiple worlds within our world. You know what I'm saying? It's like the different racial worlds, the different classes that go on, you know, just how, even amongst our own communities, you know what I'm saying? Like even within our own communities, how, you know, they got the brown paper bag test, you know, and I see that in the Hispanic community and the Black community. A lot of times, of the darker you are, the more you persecuted. Me and my wife talk about this. Why is it that of all cultures around the world, why is the darkest skinned always the most persecuted against? And it's just something that we all like, well, where did this come from? Where did this stem from? Where did, you know, all of this, because there are people, you know, you can't deny that people of all tones have received different injustices throughout time, but definitely the darker skin complexion are the ones that receive the worst end of it. You know what I'm saying? So what's going on now is it's really like a turning of the worlds. You know what I'm saying? We see where, you know, well, this is a defund the police, and you got people talking about refund the police, and that ain't the way, this the way, and it's just really like it's a World War III of the minds going on right now. The uprisings are so, you know, all over the place where you just think like, man, if everybody was on one accord, could we really actually get something done? And it's tough to see because it's easy to criticize every aspect of anything that goes on. And as I'm sure you know, it's easy to criticize, it's difficult to organize.
I actually do. Hey, Paul, that's well said, bro. You put that perfectly. That's perfectly said. I feel like, me personally, I feel like it's just one race, man. One race. It's the human race. So get it together, people. Get it together. Paul Wall and Martin, get it together, people. That's it, man. You know. So Paul, that's perfect, man. You are a Houston staple, like a Houston powerhouse, you know. And so let me ask you, how was it for you growing up in Houston? To touch on that.
Growing up in Houston, being, you know, the bottom of the map, the middle of the map, we were the dirty South, but to some, we weren't quite dirty enough. So we, you know, became the third coast. You know, some people considered us West Coast. Some people considered us Midwest. Some people still considered us, you know, Northern Mexico. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it was like growing up. We was away from LA, away from New York, away from Atlanta, just far enough. We was just far enough outside the reach of the mainstream. So anything that went on in Texas was a underground subculture kind of lifestyle. And, you know, where the rest of the world kind of, they thought of us a certain way. When you thought of somebody from Texas, they perceived something in their mind, you know, horses, cattle, cowboys, you know, just think people living in the country, just things like that. And we do have our fair share of those, but, you know, it's cowboys in every state. You know, it's cowboys in New York and California. You know, it's, man, you go to Calabasas, there's all kind of horse ranches out there, man. You know,
Absolutely.
yeah. So I mean, but it just was something where we was always perceived as outsiders. You know what I'm saying? So even coming up in the hip hop game, I remember my elders warning us, telling us, "Hey, man, when you go to these other cities that are like mainstream cities, they kind of look down on us from Texas. You know, they gonna boo you. They might not show you no love." Now I was prepared for it because they prepared me, but it's crazy because sometimes, you know, when somebody put a thought in your mind, like right now, if I say, "Man, it's hot outside," you're gonna start thinking,
Right.
it is kind of hot, even if it ain't.
Yeah.
So it's like, man, it's how it was. People, they steady would tell us, man, watch out, they gonna be hating on y'all, they gonna hate. But I never really got no type of hate like that. I never got no persecution. We got open arms when we went outside the city to other places. They, you know, they might have did have some perceptions and questions. Hey, y'all do it like this? How about this? What about that? But it was all love. So growing up, I was always taught like just that we were a part of something special because we were outsiders to the rest of hip hop, to the rest of the country. So, you know, we took pride in that. You know, we took a lot of pride in being outsiders, but it was just something that, you know, I enjoy, you know, that my favorite type of hip hop was always the Texas type of hip hop, you know what I'm saying, or the Texas artists. And, you know, not only I enjoy music from all over, but, you know.
I know. Hey, you music, you know, I know. You're a music head, bro. You are a real artist, man. You're the definition of a real artist, Paul. So check. That's perfectly put, bro. Like that. Well said. Check. How old were you when you realized that you wanted to pursue music? And who were like your inspiration, if you even had any? Like who or what was your inspiration if you had any?
Me and Chameleon, you know, we grew up together since we were like in kindergarten. So
nice.
I definitely think he was probably, you know, one of my inspirations, being that, you know, we maybe inspired each other, or iron sharpened iron, or, you know, it was like, you know, LeBron and Kobe training together or something, you know, that's what it was like. But my favorite, like where I like drew the inspiration was you know, Lil Keke, you know, the original founding member of the Screwed Up Clique, Lil Keke,
Right.
you know, UGK, Pimp C, Bun B, a few of the other Screwed Up Clique artists as well. Also like Ice Cube, Snoop Dogg. You know, growing up in I was born in '81, so in the '90s is when I became a teenager. Of course, anything that came out in the '90s was that was my golden era of hip hop. So, you know, of course, Snoop, Dr. Dre, all of that, Tupac, Ice Cube, you know, a lot of the West Coast, E40. I got a lot of inspiration from E40, being E40 always, he created his own slang. Yeah, he had his own style. That if
Yeah.
you didn't understand it, you think he's crazy, but if you understood it, you know, could really fully capture, understand what he was saying. So I got a lot of inspiration from E40. Also, the Hot Boys, you know, the original Hot Boys were
Come
my
on.
favorite.
Wait. You talking about like Juvie, Baby?
Yeah.
Well,
BG,
no. Baby and them was older. So
yeah,
Juvie,
Big House,
BG,
Turk,
Turk
Lil
Wayne.
Wayne, yep. BG and Juvenile were my favorite. Hey, free BG, he in jail right now, man. He was my favorite, man. I love
They was
BG.
the realest, bro.
Yeah.
That's all. You already know.
Yeah,
So
man.
That's
Yeah,
killer. That's killer. That's good. So let's get through this, man. I'm gonna go with So look, do you? I'm sorry. Do you feel that music influences? This is a more serious question. Do you feel music influences our culture and how they conduct themselves in society?
Yeah, no doubt, it definitely do. I mean, it's like it's circular, you know, or you know, it's like we influence each other, but definitely without a doubt, the music does, and you can see that. You know what I'm saying? You can see that on any sports. Any sports, you watch LeBron warming up, James Harden warming up, you see what he's listening to. You know, is the dance moves they doing. When you know when Harden mash on somebody or AD block somebody, any of that, you see, you know, whatever type of swag they got is some type of swag that a lot of times came from an artist or a song or something like that. And like I said, it's circular because it goes both ways. You know, there might be somebody who will make a song that's inspired by, you know, some James Harden did or some LeBron did. And I'm just saying basketball, but it's all sports, you know, and just all lifestyle in general, you know. Just like it's just a lot of times in music, it highlights how we create our own slang. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
so
there it is.
A lot of music will definitely highlight that, and then from that, you know, pop culture, whatever, we'll take from that. So, you know, it's the same thing like with movies and stuff like that, or shows, or just whatever's going on. It's all, you know, it's all just inspired by each other.
Together. Hey, that's perfectly put, Paul, because you already know. Shout out to Kenya Martin, because I know, you know Ken, and Ken told me a long time ago. Rappers want to be ball players want to be rappers. You know,
Right.
So, and that's why I'm doing this, Paul, just to try to bring some peace and good vibes to people, to let them know that music is a universal language. It touches every race, every size, gender, whatever you are. You know, you can find some peace and love in music. But no, that's good, bro. So look, this one here, you and Eminem, bro, are two of the most are the two most respected white rappers in the game, bro. Have you ever met him? And would you, I want to know if you ever met him, and are you open to do a song with him? Like, would you want to do a song with him?
Hell yeah, man! I definitely do a song with him. I better come on with it. Shit, I better come with it if I'm gonna do it on him.
Nah, you good. Nah. He got to come with it. Hey, love to Eminem, but he got to come with it. Because Paul Walker was super funky, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, I never had the opportunity to meet him, man. Man,
okay.
Hopefully one day I will. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of love, respect for him. Of course, his skill, his talent, everything he's done. You know, his style is a lot different than mine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? We definitely got a different type of style, but, you know, for sure, you know, I've freestyled over a lot of his songs. So to me, that's kind of like, you know, the bootleg way of doing a song with him. You know what I'm saying? I'm waiting for him to freestyle on one of my songs. If he do that, then that's when I know, okay, the collab is in the works. You know, it's just in the future.
Hey, easy call. Hey, listen. Shout out to all my little 5 followers. Shout out to Paul Walsh followers here. Hey, I want y'all to repost this, and I want y'all to get it to Eminem and let Eminem know that he needs to do a song with Paul Walsh to get his credit back up. You know?
Yeah, man. We need to do a freestyle on Sitting Sideways or something, man.
There you go. Hey, Paul, look, check, man. It's been almost 20 years. I mean, it's almost the 20-year anniversary of Johnny Dang and Company, which is, you know, y'all see that jewelry everywhere. That entire influence and service, there you go, look at you. Influence and service, expressions and investments in jury, from hip-hop artists to the street to everything, bro. I mean, it didn't hurt also to have a song that's Grammy nominated. You know what I mean? Good job, y'all. Good job. So look, let me know if you can tell us how did that relationship come about? Like with you and Johnny Dang, how did that relationship come about, bro?
Man, I used to do promo back in the day when I was just an up and coming artist. I would pass out flyers for a lot of record labels and a lot of artists.
Right.
And there was somebody who came to Houston selling the removable style gold teeth. Before that, everybody had the permanent gold teeth. And then
Yeah,
somebody
yeah.
who had the removable style, my boy Crime. And I ended up bumping into him in the parking lots one time when I was passing out flyers, and he was like, "Say, man, let me get you to work for me passing out flyers." And I was like, "Man, I'm trying to sell grills. What's up with that?" Because I knew I could hustle some grills. I knew I could sell them. And
Right.
he thought I was just bullshitting, so he got me on the team just to do promo. But after one day, I brought so many clients in from the promo that he was like, "Yeah, you ain't lying. I gotta hire you. You on the team."
That's dope.
I worked there for a while, and then eventually he moved on. He was like a traveling salesman kind of. So he still do his thing. He traveled like around the country doing his thing. But he introduced me to Johnny. He's the one who brought me to Johnny. Introduced me to Johnny.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Okay.
And from there, it was like I was selling grills out of my trunk or out of different stores around the different hoods that sold Swisha House Mixtape Underground, little neighborhood stores. I would sell grills out of. Yes, sir. But then eventually, I would be up in there with Johnny, and Johnny was the one who would make them. He wasn't really a salesman. He just was the one who would wholesale them. And he would make them, and then we'd turn around and yeah, right. So then eventually I would be there, and it was always problems going on just because Johnny was a Vietnamese immigrant. His English was very raw. So, then we was in the hood.
It still is. Shout out to Johnny Dang, man. TV Johnny. Shout out to TV Johnny Dang. It still is a little tricky, but
yeah,
it's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah.
We mess with Johnny Dang. That's dope.
Man.
That's dope. Well said, man. So that's killer. And then y'all merged, y'all linked up together, and y'all built this empire, bro. It's amazing. Shout out to Danny Garcia, Danny Mesquita, everybody, amigos, whoever you are, and has got a grill or something from TV Johnny and Paul Wall. It ain't just TV Johnny. It's TV Johnny and Paul Wall.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Paul, I gotta drop this in on you real quick before I go to my next one. I don't know if you remember, bro, but I came to Houston in like 2005. My brother, Brandon Watson, shout out to Brandon Watson, he made his Major League debut. I invited you to the game. Did you come to the game?
I came to the game, bro. That is the only game I ever went to in my life where I caught a foul ball, bro.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Yes, I was sitting there with you. I think with some of your family members. I don't remember exactly who.
Yeah, my dad was there.
Yeah.
All of them. My dad. Robert Ory was down. Robert Ory was a few rows down too. Robert Ory.
Right. Yeah. Yes, sir. That's the only game I ever went to where I caught a foul ball, man. I definitely remember that game.
Hey, let me ask you.
Your brother first game in the majors hit a home run. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, yeah, I remember that, bro. Man, matter of fact, to all the listeners and viewers out there, your brother had a minor league AAA record, a hitting streak going, and they called him up, the Cincinnati Reds, right? They called him up to the majors, but they was like, wait a minute, we ready for him, but we don't want to kill his hit streak, so they let him continue the hit streak. Then when the hit streak ended, then they called him up, pulled him up. Man. First game in the majors against the Astros, home run. Man, that's what's up, man. I definitely remember that.
Listen, people, shout out to the people that tuned in. I appreciate y'all. But this is my brother for life right here. Paul Wall is my brother for life. It don't listen. He was there. My brother Brandon Watson made his debut. Paul Wall was there, representing Houston. Even though my brother fell to the Washington Nationals, he was representing Brandon Watson and Houston.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, Paul, let me ask you, man. The people want to know. And I would like to know, I guess. So do you still talk to are you still cool with Chamillionaire, Mike Jones, the whole Swisha House crew, or what, bro?
Yeah. We all look grown. We all got families and all of that. So, you know what I'm saying? We all on our different separate paths. But, our paths cross every now and then. And no matter what, it's all love, all support from all of us to each other. We got number love for each other, number support for each other. And you know, we call on each other every now and then, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part right now, we all kind of on our own paths doing our own thing, you know what I'm saying? But us all love, definitely all love.
Yeah, that's tight. That's tight, bro. That's tight. That's like you said, we're growing. So as you get older, you can understand like that's the part. That's the part. A lot of people should stop beefing over small bullshit. You know, I cuss a little bit, but don't beef over small BS. And keep it moving. Stay positive. Life is short for real. Even though it seems long, life is short. So that's dope, man. Shout out to Paul Wall and Future House crew, man. Paul, I want to know, you got anything that you want to let the people know you got going on, like any new ventures or anything, bro?
Yes, sir, man. Matter of fact, right now we got a back to school drive we doing where we're collecting tablets. Anybody old, you got an old tablet, man, it could be broken, or of course it could be new. But whatever you got, no matter where you at, send them in, man. You know, so a lot, you know, they got the open schools and they got the virtual schools. Now, if you don't got a tablet, or you only got one tablet for the whole household, it's a little difficult, you know, if you got more than one child. So, you know, naturally, those are the people that are being almost forced to go back to schools right now. So, you know what I'm saying? We've been trying to collect tablets. We got a store down here, Repa Ramos, I Fix Gadgets. They've been fixing all the tablets people have been donating, and we've been just kind of relocating the tablets. You know, we got some specific families throughout the community that with multiple children or with, you know, that don't have a up-to-date tablet. We've been, you know, bringing them tablets, you know, so they can get ready for the school year.
How do they find that, bro? Where do they go?
It's the last post I posted on my page, on my Instagram page. It's
what's the social media? Tell me different social medias where they can follow you real quick too, bro.
Yes, at Paul Wall Baby, at Paul Wall Baby, Paul Wall Baby. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, and I'm watching. I got the Clipper game on in the background, and I don't know if y'all know. I'ma say it. Shout out to Kawhi Leonard, one of the best players that we've ever witnessed and seen. There you go. I see you, Paul.
I got my Astros game on.
But check, Paul. Kawhi Leonard is one of the best guys in the NBA right now, MVP, and everybody knows that he said, "What it do, baby?
What it do, baby?"
I don't know for a fact, but something inside of me says that he might have gotten that from my bro too, like the culture. You did that, bro. Like, "What it do, baby? What's up, baby?"
Yeah. Man, you know, I seen he trademarked it too, man. Everybody was hitting me up to try to sue him or something, but you know, I mean,
you ain't that kind of guy, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, Paul, I'll speak for you on this one. Paul Wall's not that kind of guy. He is not gonna hate on somebody trying to come up and it's something that's just word. But I'm gonna give you your flowers and let you know that the first person I heard it from was Paul Wall. What it do, baby?
What it do, baby?
When we was on sidekicks, and you know, back then.
Yes,
you know, hey. So Paul, let's get to it before they get us off here. I gotta ask you this one fun question, and we're gonna ask you a music trivia question, and then we're gonna play something. So check. Who would you pick to win? Don't be biased, bro. Don't be biased. Houston Rockets, the '90s Rockets with Hakeem the Green, or the Bulls if Michael Jordan never retired.
Man, you know, I'm a little biased on this one because it's misinformation people always put out there. They always say Jordan never lost, but he did. When he came back in the playoffs, they lost, and the Rockets won that year. And people they try to discredit my Rockets team. They say, oh, the only time we won back-to-back was because Jordan won there. He was there. Now, it ain't the Rockets' fault that the Bulls got knocked out and they couldn't make it all the way. But he was there. He was on the team, and they took that giant L. Now, I can't debate and say who is the greater or who the GOAT. Of course, I'm going to say Jordan the GOAT or Kobe or LeBron or one of those. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to discredit Jordan at all, but boys be steady knocking my Rockets team saying that they ain't win when Jordan went. Jordan, he got knocked out the playoffs too. But I mean, if Jordan, okay, I'm looking into deciding factors like this. They already was up 3. I mean, they won 3. They went to the finals 3 years in a row. Won 3 years in a row. Even before that, they was in the playoffs. So if they would have been 4 years in a row the year that the Rockets first won, or 5 the second year the Rockets won, that's still, man, that's a long run without no breaks. That's a long exhaustion, mentally and physically. You know, I mean, At the
Who
end
you
of the
rather
day,
than?
though, I'm gonna have to say this. Now, it's two things I'm gonna say. I'm gonna start by saying
Give it
Vernon
to me.
Maxwell. Vernon Maxwell from the Rockets.
Right.
He did have a good reputation. I'm gonna say this lightly of locking down Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Because he did
He's a
play great
dog. He's a
defense.
dog. That's a beast.
Yeah.
Vernon Maxwell's a beast, bro. Yeah.
But I'm gonna have to say this, just out of respect for the GOAT.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to go with the Bulls, bro, because
Okay.
When Jordan is at his greatest, I don't know. And
Hey,
back in those days, we used to say, man, bring on the Bulls. Vernon Maxwell gonna lock them down. But that might have been the home team bias, you know what I'm saying? A little bit.
Right.
Because we all know it's Jordan, and it's easy to say, but when you're actually out there on that court and it's the finals, I don't know who could have locked him. I mean,
no, that's real, Paul. Yeah, I was about to bring some some soothing to represent Houston with you. But now you said the real, I would say Jordan because you can't go against Jordan. But at the same time, bro, check this one out, Paul. Penny Hardaway is my big cousin, man. And they did Penny. Penny is the only guy to put Jordan out, by the way. So I would say Jordan, but you never know, bro. Hakeem Olajuwon, T. Smith, Vernon Maxwell, Robert Ory, you know, they was man.
Otis Thorpe, Rudy Tomjanovich. Oh man, we had a squad.
Hey, ain't no telling. Hey, Paul Wall, shout out to my bro Jalil Beats in here. Jalil Beats, man. You need to get that Paul Wall. Y'all need to do something, man. You know, make some magic happen, man. Jalil, get that Paul, bro.
Yeah, man, what to do, man? What's going down? Yes,
you feel me, though? Hey, look, so I got a trivia question for you. It's pretty easy, probably for you, bro. But I want you to see. Take your time. What rap group won an Academy Award for Best Original Song in 2006? Was it A, The Dog Pound?
No.
Was it B, Outkast?
No.
Was it C, 3 6 Mafia?
3 6.
Or was it D, none of the above? Which one? What you got for?
3 6. 3 6.
Hey, I asked that question. That question was way too easy for you, but I really remember, bro. Check this one out. You was in LA when that premiere came out.
Yes.
I was talking to you, and I asked you how was the movie. You was like, "It's cool, bro. It's cool. It's good. It's good. It's good shit."
You know, when I first saw the movie, I was like, "Man, why we sound so country on there? We sound so country." I remember seeing Anthony Anderson and telling him, "Man, why we sound so country in there?" But he was like, "Hey, man, that's how y'all sound." And I was like, "Damn, that is how we sound," you know. But man,
that's all good.
Yeah. Hey, when I remember first watching the movie, I was like, "Man, we sound country." I was like, not upset, but it was like, you know, somebody pulled the Band-Aid off. You know, like I was blindfolded to myself, and they pulled it off, and I saw my reflection in the mirror, and I was like, "Damn, you ugly." You know what I'm
saying? Yeah. That's how we be saying. Hey, man, that's good, Paul, man. I want to say thank you, bro. We're gonna get to the fun part. I want to play a tune. One of my favorite tunes, bro. And honestly, I'm paying homage to you, but it ain't just paying homage to you. I'll do this even if you weren't on with me, bro. This is one of my favorite songs because it takes me back to a time when I was like, I want to say like fresh out of high school, you know, like fresh out of high school, early 2000s. And I want to say I had like a side kick or a two-way, one of them. And that shit was cracking, bro. This is what song I feel. It gave me a good vibe, and when you hit him with this, when you hit him with this one, I was like, look at my boy, man. He out here clown. Let's see if we can get this picture. Check it out. Let me see where we at.
Switch up out. Wow, baby. It's the people's champ. Flung like a bowler. The candy paint dripping out for the old school Impala. I'm with the big bank. Hank about the Joe and box. Trunk bump like chicken pox. Turn the bass up just a notch. See them blades chopping, you see that trunk popping, hoes and just me in the club, the same hoes in the park not popping. They see me in the Jag, acting bad with two ferrets, open mouth and showcase ice, and you gon' see about 20 carats. I'm with the crew, you 15900 in the Tahoe 124s. I'm the truth, I got that glow. I'm out this Pusha house with Archie Lee and Cootie Bang, sitting sideways on swing, the candy paint dripping off my brain. You see me acting bad, I'm showing out when it's stunts. Say cheese and show my friends, more carrots than bucks when it's lunch. It's Proud Wild, baby. I got it made.
I got a couple of that all in them
But I'm sitting sideways.
Hey, that one right there, bro. That one, like I say, man, that was like special for me, bro, because I'm like, man, yeah. You out here clowning with that, bro. You out here. The beats, bro, your beats was always dope. Your lyrics was always 100 solid. That's why you're so respected to me, man.
Hey, that's what it's always been about to me, man, is the beats and the bars and then just being real, man. It's all that matters to me to an artist. I might like how they dress or how they hair look or, you know, or how they do their skits or how they act on social media. I might like those. I might be a fan of somebody for those things, but I don't listen to somebody because of how they dress. I don't listen to somebody because of, you know, what kind of hairstyle they got. You know, even I'm not listening to somebody because of how their jewelry is or how their cars is. I'm listening to somebody for the same thing you said, because I want to hear some beats that's jamming. I want to hear somebody spin some bars, and I want to hear somebody saying something real. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Now that's real. That's perfectly good, bro. Hey, shout out to my boy Adam Causey in here. Hey, shout out to, I see some fans. They might be your fans, bro. They think they thought I was Kyrie Irving. Shout out to all y'all. Because I've got Kyrie Irving, I've got Ryan Leslie, I've got Nick Cannon, I've got me and Brandon are twins. You know, Brandon's 3 years older, but I've gotten it all. Hey, if you can compare me to Kyrie Irving, thank you, because he's a legend too. Respect.
That's funny because I thought y'all was twins too. I thought y'all was
early. I'm already knowing, bro. I'm already knowing. Hey, you was there at the Earl Spence and Michael Garcia. That was big in Dallas. You was down there.
Yes,
and,
sir.
living that sweet life. You was in that sweet chilling and ringside, back and forth, however you want to do it.
Yes, sir. Well, my boy Pierre in here somewhere. I seen him in the comments. He was there with me. Yes, sir.
There you go. Shout out to him, baby. Shout out to him all. Hey, so Paul, check. Usually I have somebody else play a song, but I want to do something a little different this time, bro. I got to ask you one more question. How did that record Drive Slow come about with Kanye West, man? That's a vibe, bro, and that's definitely like a fan favorite. You know, give me how that came about.
Man, I first met Kanye in New York, and it was at a magazine photo shoot, and he came in. It was like a whole bunch. It was like a group of people, and he came in just freestyling. And then when he was done freestyling, nobody kind of freestyled back. And he was like, "Man, this ain't no hip hop event. This industry, man, ain't nobody gonna freestyle." I said, "Oh man, hold on, man. I'm from Texas. I'm down to freestyle. What's up?" I just kicked something, just something off the top of the head, and from there kind of led to other things. He was talking about my grills a little bit, and I was like, "Man, I can make you a grill, man. What's up?" Right here on the spot. And I have my grill kit with me. I took his molds. He just ended up coming to Houston a few weeks later. When he picked up his grills, it's also the time when he was mixing Diamonds Off Forever from Diamonds from Sierra Leone, Diamonds Off Forever. Okay. And with Mike Dean, we went over there. We brought him his grills. We kicked it with him a little bit, and then and from there, we just kind of became a little friendship. And then my boy Plain Pat, who was the A&R for Def Jam, who was Kanye's A&R, he reached out to me. He was like, he was my homeboy already. He also used to manage Kid Cudi, a few other artists. He tried to sign me for a while to Def Jam, but Def Jam had other things in mind. They wasn't trying to sign me. He was trying to sign me, but Def Jam wasn't signing me. But we kept in contact. We stayed cool, and then he was like, "Say, man, I know you cool with Kanye. I know you make grills for him, this and that. I got this idea, man, for you to do y'all to do a song together. It's a little different idea because you know, you wouldn't normally hear a Paul Wall or Kanye together, but man, I think it worked, man. It's like we got this beat, and you know, he might not use it, we might not use it, so come on with it, but don't if we don't use it, don't take it personal or whatever. You know, that's a disclaimer in case I come with something whack. You know what I'm saying?
I know you though. I know you. You like nigga. You like nigga. I ain't brother. I ain't tripping. I ain't tripping. Whatever. Give it to me. I'm gonna eat that up. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
I was ready. Now I went to the studio. I did a verse. I laid my verse down and sent it to him, and he was like, "Yep, I'm feeling it, but say we want you to come to LA to record it. Come record it out here in LA." And so I was like, "All right." I flew out to LA. It's man, the whole story is actually a crazy story because actually the verse I had was actually the first verse I originally wrote for Sitting Sideways, but it for some reason it didn't exactly go to the beat a little bit. It was the tempo was a little off. So my boy T Ferris said, "Man, Rice is the same one who inspired me, who told me to write Old Girl." He was
T Ferris. T Ferris was in that Sitting Sideways. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. And then he was like, "Say, man, a verse you got for Sitting Sideways, the verse you got is hard, but it's something about it. It's like too fast for the beat, man. I think you need to come up with some new verses." So I came with some new verses for Sitting Sideways, but I kept the verse, and it was a little too fast for the beat. I just always kept it on my pocket, like, okay, man, I know this is a hard verse. I'm gonna use it one day for something. So when Plain passing me that Kanye Drive Slow beat, I said, man, maybe this will work for that. Sure enough, it worked perfect for it. I changed a little.
Man, hey, that's called magic.
Man, somebody.
Paul, where you at? You there? Damn.
Yeah,
Hey, Paul.
man, I got my do not disturb on, man.
Bro, that's called magic. That's called magic. You know that guy. You know, I don't even know that guy. You know that guy that be the chef be like, drop it on him. Yeah. All you did was drop it on him right there, Paul. You dropped it on him, bro. Hey, shout out to you. Shout out to my favorite DJ, DJ Quest. DJ Quest is like a West Coast staple as well. And DJ Quest, he play that song all the time, Paul. Like from forever. He always shows up and always play your stuff, man. Shout out DJ Quest. But no,
yes, sir.
That's perfectly put. Let me play another song there real quick and just show the people.
My homie Molly used to stay 79th May. One of my best friends from back in the day. Down the street to Calumet, school full of stones. He nicknamed me K-Rock today and leave it alone. He was acting with his hat broke way, y'all. Walked around the mall with his radio face off. Plus he had his spinner from his Dayton's in his hand, keys in his hand. Reading at the end and let you know he's the man. He had dreams of caprices, drove by creatures, even more by police. I get the cash today, his father passed away, left him with a little something, 16, you stunning. I'll be sure nigga with the hair all wavy, hit Lakeshore, girls go all crazy, hit the freeway, go at least about 80, want so much that summer, even had him a baby. See back then, if you had a car, you was the Chi-Town version of baby, and I was just a virgin, a baby. One of the reasons I looked up to him crazy. I used to love to play my demo tape when the system yanked. Felt like I was almost signed when the shit got cranked. We'd take a Saturday and just circle the mall. They had the movies and the girls, we was hurting them all. With the girls, a lot of flirting involved. Dog, fuck all that flirting, I'm trying to get in some draws. So put me on with these hoes, homie. He told me don't rush to get grown. Drive slow, homie. Drive slow, homie. Drive slow. You never know, homie. About these hoes, homie. You need to pump your brakes and drive slow, homie. What it do? I'm posted up in the parking lot, my trunk waving. The candy gloss is immaculate, it's simply amazing. The male bows poking wide on the candy leg, trunk open, screens on, neon sleep with him relax. I'm on a mission for timepieces and sexy ladies. Allow me to introduce you to my CL Mercedes. It's a star-studded event when I valet park, open up my open sunlight, illuminating dark. You see them foes crawling, you see them screens falling, the disco ball in my mouth and feeling away from bowling. I'm leaning on the street, getting crooked in my slab, but I can still catch poppers if I feel the a young captain hard hitter, all about the thriller, ride some sort of cold, crawling like a caterpillar. I'm pissing on them bowls, I'm chilling on this stoop. I'm looking good, I'm old, baby, what it do? Drive slow, homie. Turn your hazard lights on when you see them hoes. Drive slow. If you
Hey, Paul. No, let me get some more of that.
Drive slow, homie.
Live today, cause tomorrow, man, you never know.
You never know, homie. Run me some hoes, homie. You need to pump your brakes and drive slow, homie.
Hey, bro. Shout out to, listen, that's all I need, bro. That's it, Paul. Well, I appreciate you, King. I appreciate you, King, for coming on here and taking the challenge and vibing with your boy one time, man. I want all my people in here, my little 5 followers, follow Paul Wall, please, man. And that right there is gonna live forever. That
Yes,
and
sir.
all the music will live forever, bro. Like you did that, Paul Wall. So shout out to you, man. Shout out to Crystal. Shout out to your family, man, and shout out to everybody down in Houston. I want to say thank you, Paul, and thank everybody that tuned in, man. We'll be back at it next Monday, man. And nothing but love and respect this way, bro. You already know, Ken.
Yes, sir. Number love, baby, man. Number love, my boy.
Already. All right, peace, bro.
All right, baby, peace.
All right, one.